Hi, and welcome back. Today, I thought I would take some time to answer some questions that have come up. And these are the most common questions that I've been asked. And this is just my experience, but I hope it helps. The first question that I get a lot is, am I afraid when I travel alone? So far, so good. I thought I was going to be terrified. I was really worried about that. I thought, I am going to freak out. I'm going to be scared. I'm going to hear things. But I really haven't. I've mostly stayed in campgrounds, which I guess I feel safer there. Just helps to know there are people around and I'm not like out in the middle of nowhere by myself. So far so good. I guess I would say I get a little nervous, but maybe just a healthy nervous. And I feel like I'm prepared if something happens. And I trust my gut. If something feels off, I'll change plans. I'll go somewhere else. So yeah, so far so good. Number 2. What is number 2? Gotta look at my notes, sorry. Oh, do I ever get lonely? Yeah, sometimes. Sometimes I do. There are some things that I don't like to do by myself, but there are also some things that I prefer to do by myself. And I do like some alone time. I feel like the older I've gotten a little bit more introverted. And, but I do, I found that at campgrounds, people are very friendly, and when I'm looking for rocks on the beach, I'm always chatting up other people. So it's fun. It's fun meeting new people. I'm really trying to use this time to get to know myself a little better. So that's that. Sometimes I get lonely at home too. So I don't think it's that much different. It's I don't really like eating in restaurants by myself. So I'm just pushing through that. I have to learn. Not a big deal. Okay, number 3. Question number 3. Do I mostly stay at campgrounds or do I mostly boondock? And so far, I mostly stay at campgrounds. I did stay at a couple places through Hip Camp that were pretty isolated and kind of like boondocking maybe, but I felt safe. But mostly I've stayed at campgrounds, and I've liked them. I like the showers and the bathrooms, and just knowing someone's there and other people around if I were to need something. So I'm hoping to try boondocking maybe this year. We'll see, maybe. I think I'll get braver as time goes by. Number 4. Oh, the potty question. How do you go to the bathroom? Well, in campgrounds, there are bathrooms. And the ones I've stayed at have had really nice bathrooms and nice showers. But I also have an emergency toilet in the van if I need it. And my pee jug, good old Folgers can, and it works well. I did spill it the first night I camped. That wasn't fun, but it won't happen again. I also have this thing for my emergency toilet. I just put a bag in here, a black bag that's made for that, and I use pine pellets in the bottom. And it's there in an emergency in the middle of the night. If I gotta go, I'm not gonna go out anywhere. So it's nice to have that. So there's the inevitable bathroom question. Number 5. Where will I go next? Good question. I'm sure there'll be more Lake Superior trips in my future because I do love going up there looking for rocks, looking for agates. So I will be doing that. I would like to go somewhere this winter, maybe down south to San Antonio, see my friend, then over to Florida, see another friend. I also have friends. I used to live in North Carolina and I want to go out there at some point. Don't know if it'll be this winter, but definitely will be making a trip to North Carolina and see my old Duke buddies. The big trip I want to take is I want to go to, from here, which is central Illinois, to Washington, Oregon, and then drive down through California, visit my niece that lives down there, and then either on the way or on the way back, stop in Denver and see my oldest brother and his wife and my nephew. And I have a friend that winters in Phoenix, so that could be on my way too, and then come home. So I just kind of a big old trip, and it just makes me feel a little less intimidated knowing that I have people that I can visit on the way. So it's like, okay, I'm kind of close to people I know. Takes the edge off a little bit. I also have another friend, and I can't remember if she lives in Idaho now or lives in Montana now. I think she moved to Montana from Idaho. So stop and see her as well. Okay, last question is, what about the Ram ProMaster recall? I just got a letter the other day talking about the recall that involves some fan in the engine compartment that is faulty, and if it overheats, it causes the parts to wear down and it can spontaneously catch on fire. Even just sitting here, they're saying don't park it in your garage. Mine's too tall for my garage anyway, and that it could just randomly catch fire. Well, that doesn't sound too good. According to the letter, they will fix it free of charge, but they don't have a remedy as of yet. So they recommend not driving it, but as I understand, reading on the internet, there are like 280 some thousand vans that are affected. And I just can't imagine that people that, I mean, I'm lucky I don't live in my van and I don't have to take a trip. I don't have to use the van. But what about people that are using it for work or do live in their vans? How are you dealing with this? I'd love to hear how other ProMaster owners are dealing with this. I've read some things on forums and Ram ProMaster forums and stuff, and it seems like maybe it's a little overhyped, that there have only been a few fires that have actually occurred out of over 200,000 vehicles. So the odds of it happening are probably pretty slim. But I don't know, driving clear across the country may not be the best idea until I have a little more information. So I don't know. Again, any of you Ram ProMaster, let me know what you've heard, what you think, what you guys are going to do. Okay, that wraps up the questions. If you have any more, put them in the comments. I'm happy to answer them the best I can. See you later.